In the previous part, the cruel Qizhong, consumed by greed, poisoned her mother-in-law and buried her alive. She believed her crime was perfect, but the family's loyal old ox ran to the cemetery and began furiously digging up the grave. Enraged, Qizhong dragged the ox to the butcher to have him killed immediately. She stood there watching as the man sharpened his knife. When the old ox saw the blade approaching, he bent his knees and knelt before the butcher. The butcher, who had been slaughtering cattle for 30 years, realized this animal had a soul. But, already prepared, he lifted the knife. "Forgive me. May you have better fortune in your next life." Suddenly, the ox spoke. "Master Mei Changsheng, please don't kill me yet. My mistress is in danger. I must save her. After I fulfill my duty, I will return and accept whatever fate I deserve." Stunned by such loyalty and intelligence, the butcher sighed. "Very well, I'll give you this chance. May it earn you virtue." The old ox shot out of the shop and ran back to the cemetery. As soon as he arrived, he began digging non-stop. Villagers passing by thought he'd gone mad and ran to inform Changxi. When Kuai-Yong heard the news, she turned pale, grabbed a kitchen knife, and ran out. When everyone reached the cemetery, the ox's hooves were already injured and bleeding, and the coffin lay fully exposed. Wu Yang screamed in panic, "This damned ox won't even let your mother rest in peace." She raised the knife to kill him, but Changxi arrived just in time and stopped her. "This ox accompanied my mother for over 10 years. She was just buried and he's digging her up again. Something isn't right." Kuai-Yong, terrified, forced herself to stay calm. "Nonsense. The ox has simply gone mad." Just then, a faint sound came from inside the coffin. Changxi looked at his wife's nervous face, and his suspicion deepened. He stepped forward and ripped open the coffin lid. Inside lay his mother alive, her face pale, her eyes dry from crying. Changxi broke down in tears. "Mother, your unworthy son came too late." With a trembling hand, his mother pointed at Kuai-Yong. Realizing she had been exposed, the woman tried to flee, but the old ox blocked her path. Only then did the villagers understand that Kuai-Yong had buried her mother-in-law alive. Furious, they tied her up and decided to take her to the authorities. Crying, she begged for forgiveness, but Changxi said coldly, "My mother always treated you well, yet you were this cruel. From today on, there is nothing left between us." He carried his mother on his back and left. 3 days later, when she had recovered, the old ox knelt before her and said, "I have repaid my debt to you. Now I must repay the kindness of the butcher." With that, he headed toward Mei Changsheng's home. Changxi's mother cried non-stop. The butcher was shocked and moved to see the ox return. At that moment, Changxi and his mother arrived hurriedly with all their savings, 20 taels of silver, and handed them to the butcher. The butcher sighed. "I never wanted to kill him. I will only accept a portion." But Changxi insisted, "Sir, you are a benefactor to our family. Please accept all of it as our gratitude." For the next 2 years, the old ox stayed with them. When winter came, he could no longer stand. Before dying, he made one last request: "Dig a deep grave and bury me in the orchard, so wild dogs won't disturb me." Changxi's mother agreed, crying as she did. The following spring, while digging in the orchard, her shovel hit something hard. Tears streamed down her face. Even after death, the old ox was still thinking of them. In this world, gratitude always goes both ways. The more kindness you give to living beings, the more kindness returns to you. May everyone who hears this story meet good people along their path and warmth in their hearts.